Questions surrounding the REO Runabout isn't about the truck itself, it's about what's going to power it. Recently, the CEO of REO mentioned in an interview that his dream would be to put a Toyota 2T RFE engine into the truck. At first, that sounds impossible. Toyota putting one of its engines into a completely different company's truck. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized this idea might not be as crazy as it sounds. So today, let's talk about whether this could actually happen. On REO's website, you've probably noticed that they're aiming incredibly high on this truck. They're talking about wanting a powertrain that's capable of lasting 500,000 miles. That's a bold goal. The truth is, there isn't many modern gasoline engines that have the reputation for lasting 500,000 miles without any major issues. Plenty of engines can go 200,000 miles with good maintenance, but 500,000 miles is a completely different conversation. Serious about building a truck that is designed to last 500,000 miles, it's easy to see why their CEO would dream about using one. But has Toyota ever worked with another company before? Actually, yes. Is the Geo Prism. While it wore the Geo badge, it was essentially built alongside the Toyota Corolla. Through a joint venture between Toyota and General Motors, it proved Toyota was willing to share technology when the technology made business sense. We have the Toyota GR Supra, which is developed alongside BMW. While that's a different type of partnership, it still shows that Toyota is willing to collaborate when both companies benefit. It has a history of working with other manufacturers. The real question is whether they'll do it again for a company like REO. Well, that's where it gets complicated. REO is a startup, and Toyota is one of the largest and most respected automakers in the world. If they supplied engines for the Roundabout, they would have to trust that REO could build a truck that meets Toyota standards. If something went wrong, many customers wouldn't separate the truck from the engine. They'd simply just say, it's got a Toyota engine. Capacity. Would emissions certifications have to be completed for the new application? Could REO afford to purchase engines from Toyota while keeping the truck affordable? Those aren't small obstacles. On one hand, the partnership would have huge advantages. A Toyota engine would immediately give buyers confidence in a brand new truck from a brand new company. Service would be easier for technicians who already know the engines. Replacement parts are available almost anywhere. And perhaps most importantly, it would support REO's goal in building a truck with the extraordinary longevity. But I don't think it's likely, at least not in the near future. Toyota doesn't just hand out engines to anyone. REO would have to prove that it can successfully manufacture trucks, support customers, and become a stable company before Toyota would consider a partnership. Still, I find it interesting that the CEO specifically mentioned the 2T RFE engine. That tells me that REO is thinking about long-term durability and customer confidence on day one. And honestly, if REO ever announced a partnership with Toyota, I think it would instantly become one of the biggest stories in the compact truck market. So what do you think? Would a Toyota-powered REO Roundabout make you more interested in buying one? Or should REO develop its own path instead? If you enjoyed this discussion, be sure to like the vehicle, subscribe, because I'll continue to cover REO news, updates, and everything that's happening with the Roundabout. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.